You're listening to 98.7 FM, the YouTube football show called Footballin'. Woo! Let's go. Look who it is. Right back at it again. It's RJ Ballin. Almost said footballin' again. RJ Ballin hosting the Footballin' podcast. We right back at it again, baby. Here we are again. Right where we started. If any of y'all know that song, you're going to know what I'm talking about. I just popped in my head and I was like, yo, that's my fucking vibe right now. That's my fucking vibe. But anyway, it's RJ Ballin. We right back at it again with episode 12 of Footballin', the podcast. We back at this shit, bro. It's actually criminal that I do not have coffee for this episode, dude. Like, man, it is criminal, dude. I usually have some coffee and water on my side. Not today, bro. Like, I ain't got no fucking coffee. Like, I ain't got, like, it's all gone, bro. I ain't got nothing. And then also, I'm trying to switch over from the Keurig to, like, grinding up the beans, doing my French press. I want to make some cold brew at home and shit. Because, like, dude, I don't know about y'all, but, like, with the whole Keurig thing, and, like I used to use the pods and shit. I can't be using that shit no more, bro. Like, I feel like my coffee palate in my mouth has elevated, dude. Like, it's gotten more fancy over time where, like, I can't be having this, like, stale ass fucking bullshit coffee that's sitting in a Keurig mug for, like, 3 weeks or 3 months even, because I just buy a giant box and they're sitting there forever and they get all dried out and whack. It's like, nah, dude. Like, and it's like trash coffee. Fuck that, bro. I ain't done with Keurigs. I ain't doing Keurigs no more. I'm going to be doing it fucking old school. I'm going to be getting that fresh coffee because, like, that's what I need, bro. But I don't got none today. It's criminal, I know, but we're going to move on with the show anyway, dude. I don't want to keep y'all guys waiting too long, so we're going to get right into the shit. But I need to change these glasses because, wow, I can't see in these, dude. Jesus Christ. Like, I am completely blind, and those are not prescription sunglasses. I spray painted those myself in the backyard. So, like, they're like $7 sunglasses at Walmart. They're trash. Okay, wow. Ooh, there we go. Now, oh, I can see beautiful now. Woo. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, now we're right back at it, bro. Okay, let's get into the actual episode now because we have tons and tons of stuff to talk about with the NFL. A lot of stuff going on, especially because I want to start at the very top of the show with the big trade deadline moves. So as you guys all know, as avid NFL football fans, because I'm sure you wouldn't be watching this if you're not an avid football fan. So it's like, I'm sure you already know that the trade deadline was today. Like, well, like, I'm filming this on Tuesday, but you're gonna see it on Wednesday. But, like, pretty much, okay. So, like, that the deadline's here now, right? And, like, of course, everybody's waiting for, like, their favorite team to go make a move and make a splash move, right? And pretty much, I mean, we did get some splash moves. Like, we really, like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I thought it would be a little bit more crazy. But, like, honestly, like, we got some good stuff here, bro. Like, we got some good stuff to talk about here. So let's get right into the big topic of the day, the big trade line deals. Let's go, dude. Starting with the first one here, the Vikings trade for TJ Hawkinson of the Detroit Lions, the tight end. And he gets traded to the Vikings. So this is actually, this is a really big move. I will say that. Like, of course, the Vikings offense was already stacked, right? Like, they already had Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the league. They already had Adam Thielen, like a number one receiver in his own right, but is getting shadowed by the young buck at this point. But, like, he's still a really talented dude. He's super dependable. He's always there, never injured. Like, he's always there. Dalvin Cook and Madison in the backfield. You got great running backs. Like, they already had a lot going on here, right, with the Vikings. And this offense, we've already seen throughout the season, this offense has been really, really productive, dude. Especially with Kirk Cousins. I will say Kirk Cousins is looking better than ever, dude. Especially because I think the Kevin O'Connell switch at head coaches here has actually helped a lot. I think that's actually really helped this offense and really helped like formulate a real offense around Kirk Cousins, because Kirk Cousins was dealing with what's his damn name? The coach that was there forever that recently left. Damn, I forgot his name now. It's slipping my mind, but he's like an old defensive coach, and like he can coach defense and everything, but like the offense was just always stale, and like the offense was just always basic, and like Kevin Stefanski was there and it was pretty good, but then he went to Cleveland. So then after he went to Cleveland, it kind of went stale. But with Kevin O'Connell, I think he's actually made a big difference for this offense, making it super productive and building it around Kirk Cousins and what Kirk Cousins does well. And also not turning the ball over a lot, like they're being like taking risk downfield, but also not turning the ball over. It's a very efficient offense, and I mean, especially now, we've seen that they're like 6-1 at this point. They're killing it. Like the Vikings are killing it, right? But like adding T.J. Hawkinson, the tight end, to this mix of already stacked offense, like it's only gonna give Kirk another like very very viable option to throw to. Like Hawkinson is super talented, dude. I remember him coming out of the draft, getting drafted at Lions, and I was like, man, like this guy could be like this guy's gonna could be like a top 5 tight end in the next couple of years. Like I could see him being that way, and like I guess we haven't really seen that from him specifically, but like he's been on the Lions, bro. Like I mean, like not to just be throwing hate around to the Lions, but like bro, like you can't expect him to have like top 5 numbers in an offense that like has been dormant up until this year. So like, you know what I'm saying? But it's still, like I think in this offense, even though he's not going to be like the workhorse getting all the production, because you already have so many other guys around him, but he's going to be a vital weapon for Kirk Cousins. Like getting the little dump off, he could be that like safety valve that he needs when the pressure's getting on him. And like the very dependable target, like he has great hands, he's a big body, he's physical as hell. He's going to be great blocking in the run game. Like he does it all. Like this guy does it all. He's very young. The Vikings will have this guy for years to come. Like it's a great move. And it really just also shows that Vikings are in win now mode. Like Vikings realize, okay, this is their year. This is their chance to capitalize on the NFC, because the Packers look weak, the rest of the division looks weak, and even the NFC West or NFC in general, there's not a lot of like banger teams besides like the Eagles or Dallas or like there's some teams, but they have a legit chance to go up against these guys, and like I'm curious to see how this win now mentality is going to carry on through the season and see where they end up at the playoffs. But I think it's a great move. So next on, I want to move on to the Chicago Bears, dude. Chicago Bears trade for Jesus Christ. Chicago Bears trade for Chase Claypool from the Steelers. This is a very interesting move from the Bears. Cause like I totally agree with this move. I'm like, oh, like Chase Claypool totally makes sense in the Chicago offense. Like to me, like when I just look at this trade alone, like without any other context, I just see the trade and I'm like, okay, like yeah, all right, I like that, right? Because like Justin Fields needs help on the offensive side. Like he needs a dependable like I like Mooney, but Mooney, he's not going to be your traditional number 1 workhorse wide receiver guy, and that's going to like win every matchup and everything. Like Mooney is a lot better as a complementary piece in my eyes. I mean, that's how I see it, right? But like yeah, Chase Claypool, you get a really big body receiver. He's going to make those great contested catches downfield, jump balls. Like, it's going to help Justin Fields push the ball down the field because he has a deep threat receiver. He also has a big body receiver that's going to be very dependable and has great, huge hands. And that's going to help Justin Fields a whole lot. Not only that, but having a big wide receiver like that coming from Pittsburgh, he's going to be awesome in the run game too. Like blocking, helping to block, because you like this is a running offense. It's really what it is. Like you have a very very big offensive line in Chicago. Like they're all very big. Justin Fields is big himself, and he runs the ball. David Montgomery is a great running back, and he runs hard as hell. It's a running offense. But then you add Chase Claypool, and he brings in the run blocking and like the big body and the run blocking. He's gonna help a lot with that physical run game, but he's gonna be that deep threat guy also and have the dependable hands. Like it is a great trade for them. Like it's totally a great trade. But if if you step back a little bit, right? Just step back from this trade a little bit and kind of look at what's going on with Chicago Bears as a whole, right? And with Chicago Bears as a whole, it's very strange because they just traded away like their best players on defense not too long ago. This last week and to last couple of days, they trade away damn it. How did I forget his name? The pass rusher. They traded away the pass rusher like last week, right? Damn it. I didn't write it down, but Jesus Christ. How am I forgetting his name? Dude? Robert Quinn. I got it. I knew it. I knew I was going to get it, dude. Like, I usually don't forget these names, but like, okay, I got it now. Robert Quinn. Like, so they just traded him like last week. And I was like, oh man, like the Bears are giving up, right? I was like, damn, the Bears are giving up, dude. Like they're throwing in the towel and they're gonna start trading stars away, right? So like when that happened, they traded away Roquan Smith, and then Jesus, they trade away oh god, I just cannot think, dude. Holy shit. Robert Quinn, they trade away okay, I got it now. They trade away Robert Quinn. And then right after that, we saw that press conference from Roquan Smith, the middle linebacker, their other star defensive player. And we saw him crying on the press conference because of the trade, because they traded away Roquan. And also because him himself was, he already wanted to get out of there. Like Roquan wanted to get out of there, like already. He was done, dude. Because like he demanded a trade even before the season started. Like they worked out whatever. Like he was like, okay, I'll play it out. I'll play it out in Chicago or whatever. We all knew that like it was gonna come to this because he wanted to leave way before the season started, and then especially once they trade Robert Quinn away, then Roquan's like, okay, man, like that it's like this is it, dude. Like get me out of here. Like you know what? Like you guys are giving up, dude. I'm out of here, bro. Like, y'all got to do something, right? And then they trade him away. So Roquan Smith actually just got traded the other day to the Ravens, which is very interesting because, I mean, the Ravens, I mean, that's a great move from them because Ravens always have great defense. They always have awesome defense. And I feel like he's going to be a perfect fit for them, dude. Perfect fit for them. And Ravens are trying to muster up any kind of momentum they can because they have a good team. They have the pieces there, but like they've been a little bit sloppy this season. Like sometimes we see them sloppy, sometimes we see them playing at a high level, and it kind of goes back and forth. So like I can see that they're trying to just get some momentum and some hope and life into the locker room, and I think that's great. I think that's an awesome move from them. But that's the thing with the Bears, right? Like the Bears, they just traded away their best defensive players. And then they're gonna go trade for Chase Claypool. Like, it's like I can't like. There's a lot of mixed signals coming from Chicago. Like, I don't know what their plan is. It's like, I mean, I understand you had to trade Roquan for sure because he was basically melting down and like you needed to trade him. Like he for his own mental health you needed to trade him, right? But Robert Quinn, you did not have to trade. And then if you're gonna trade for Chase Claypool, then it's like, okay, do you want to win or not? Like, are you tanking or are you trying to win? Because like you're like trading away your star players, but also trading for more star players. So like I don't know what you want here, dude. I mean, like I guess Chase Claypool could be looked at as like a future move too, like a long-term move, because he's a young star wide receiver. It's like, yeah, I guess. I mean, it just gives me mixed signals. I don't know what to get from Chicago Bears right now. Like they're giving me signals of we want to tank for a better draft pick, or we also want to give weapons to our young quarterback. Like what's the plan here? What's the plan? I don't get it. Um, but hey, whatever. The fit works though. The trade works, right? But okay, here's the other big splash trade from the trade deadline that I want to talk about. So Miami Dolphins trade for Bradley Chubb from the Broncos, the pass rusher, very young star pass rusher, and they traded for Jeff Wilson from the Niners. The Jeff Wilson one was a little odd, little odd. I mean, I guess the Niners, once they had this giant game from Christian McCaffrey, they were like, well, we don't need Jeff Wilson anymore, which is like, I thought that was kind of weird because it's like you always need more running backs. I mean, like, why would you get rid of him? I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird, dude. But I mean, even for Jeff Wilson to go to Miami, Miami already has like a bunch of really good running backs. Like it's like I guess like it was just kind of I don't know. It was a weird move in general, dude. But like whatever. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But what the one that really matters is the Bradley Chubb going to Miami. Bradley Chubb, he's very I think he's like 24 right now. Very young, they're making this trade for right now, for winning now, and for the future. It's one of those for sure because it's like he's young and is a star pass rusher, and like he's gonna help that defense immediately, dude. Like even though that defense is already doing great, but even though like they're not the best, but like they could have easily got by with that defense. But now with Bradley Chubb there, and then Jalen Phillips and Christian Wilkins in the middle, and like it's starting to really come together on that front seven for Miami, where it's like it's looking scary right now. It's looking real scary, and their offense is looking real scary with Tua back in the fold. So like like this, like I love to see Miami going for it all. Like they're going for it, dude. Like they realize that they really have something special, and with Tua, if Tua can just stay healthy, that's really what it comes down to. Tua, like they just need Tua to stay healthy, dude. Like and just stay out there and keep playing great because he's playing awesome. And Mike McDaniels has clearly built a great offense around Tua and what Tua does well. And to me, what Tua does well is the quick timing, the RPOs, like all that kind of stuff. Like he's really good at, dude. Like that's like his bread and butter, and like being super pinpoint accurate. Like, and I really love. I was kind of even like a Tua hater. Like in the last couple of years, I was just kind of like, come on, dude. Like this guy is not what everyone's hyping him up to be. But now you see him with really good weapons around him and a great defense, and like even better defense now, and also a coach that is not an idiot and actually like builds the offense around what he does best. Now we get to see Tua flourish and grow as a quarterback, and I love to see that. But okay, but enough of Tua though. Like I just want to talk about that a little bit, but enough from Tua. Bradley Chubb changes that defense. He's going to be super productive. Jalen Phillips on the other side already looks like a complete star player. He's been awesome. I've loved seeing Jalen Phillips thrive in Miami. He's been awesome. Christian Wilkins is already a monster. I love what's going on, dude. So like Miami going for it all and being like this is win now mode. We're going for it. Love that, dude. That's awesome, man. But all right, that's pretty much all the big splash moves from the big trade deadline and everything. And like, I will say as a Cardinals fan, like you know what, like maybe it wouldn't matter that much. Maybe it wouldn't change that much. But like, you know what, like I kind of wanted the Cardinals to trade for Bradley Chubb. Like that's the move that I wanted the Cardinals to go for. I'm like, you know what? That would take this defense to another level, and the Cardinals defense already plays really hard, and they get a lot of turnovers, they get a lot of sacks. Like they're productive, but Bradley Chubb is that missing piece that the Cardinals need to take this defense to another level, I feel like. And it's just going to help everything out, but like I mean, like is it going to matter that much? Probably not. Probably not. Just cuz like can I mean, I'm going to talk about the Cardinals in a little bit, so don't worry about that, but like we're going to get into that. But what I really want to get into next, speaking about all the trade deadline stuff and everything, I want to hit on this other point about the trade deadline. So, we saw that there was no moves from the Panthers at all, right? Like they didn't trade anybody out, and they didn't trade for anybody. I mean, of course they're not going to go out and get people because they're pretty much tanking. Like they're pretty much like we're wrapping it up the season. Like it's like it's over, dude. Like you have PJ Walker out there at quarterback. Like it's over. Like they're not trying to trade for nobody. But like I thought that the Panthers would be like, okay, let's start selling our star players. Like let's get all these guys out the door and get some draft picks for them. That's what I thought was gonna happen with the trade deadline, but it did not happen. And here, let me just take a drink of water real quick. Oh man. Whoop. Well, all right. I guess that's gone. Oh yeah. Stay hydrated, kids. Don't let yourself start coughing on your own mucus and then like not drink your water. Drink your water, dude. Water's very important, dude. Because I know some of y'all don't be drinking fucking water, bro. I know some of y'all be living off a permanent diet of Diet Dr. Pepper all day long, and that shit's fucking crazy, bro. Drink your water, dude. It shocks me how many people don't don't like slurp water down all day long. It's crazy, dude. Like that's me. Like I'm always slurping down water all fucking day. Like I'll have other drinks and shit, of course, but water is very important to me. I'm a big water boy, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I need a lot of it, dude. But like I know some of y'all, bro, y'all be tripping, dude. Y'all be just drinking Diet Dr Pepper and fucking lemonade all fucking day and shit, and you're like, oh no, I won't fucking drink water. Like water has to be flavored, dude. That's insane to me, bro. Like like nothing is more refreshing than like an ice cold water, dude. That's just how it is, bro. Like ice cold water, it hits every fucking time. Hits every fucking time, dude. But okay, we're gonna move on here. So we're gonna get right into this next topic. The Panthers are holding DJ Moore hostage, dude. It's criminal, bro. Like call the police, dude. Call 911 on the Panthers because they're holding DJ Moore hostage. Dude, it's rough, bro. Like it's like I feel bad for him. I feel so bad for DJ Moore and also just all the star players on the Carolina Panthers. I feel bad for, but like because this trade deadline happened, right? And I was thinking, oh, trade deadline, like yeah, like they're gonna trade all these guys out of here. DJ Moore probably can get to like a new team and thrive with them and have a good career and everything. Nope, nope, nope. Didn't happen. None of that happened. Uh, and it's crazy because a couple weeks ago we saw that they traded Christian McCaffrey to the Niners. They traded Robbie Anderson to the Arizona Cardinals. And with the record plummeting, with the record getting worse and worse, and just losing games, I was thinking like, okay, I mean they already traded two important players to their offense. They already traded some guys out, so you might as well just clean house, dude. You might as well get all these guys out of here and just try to rebuild again and like draft a quarterback, rebuild, like get that first pick, like you know what I'm saying? And because they were already trading players, but apparently, here's what I have a quote from the Panthers GM. This is exactly what the Panthers GM said in the press conference, and I'm gonna read it to you right now. He said, quote, we have gotten calls and we have said no to all of them. I think there are certain players on this team we like. the young core of our team. This isn't a situation where we're trying to sell. We're trying to add players to this already really good young mix. Guys like Brian Burns, guys like Derek Brown. We always will listen, but I want those guys here. These guys are the ones that we win with moving forward. That's that's very weird to me. I mean, it's like, dude, I understand you don't want to move off your star players because, like, especially because you just drafted a lot of them are so young. And I understand what he's saying. He's talking about these young core players, Brian Burns, Derek Brown, and DJ Moore. Like, those are the guys where he feels like they're super, super talented. They're young core, and like he feels like if he can rebuild this team and revamp this team, that those guys can be successful there. Like, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will because they're great players. They are great players, and they're young, and they're gonna get older, and with experience, they're gonna get better. And like, dude, I get it, bro. Like, I understand you don't want to part ways from your great young mix and great young core players, but, dude, this team is a disaster. This team, the Panthers are complete disaster, dude. Like you guys, like y'all are done, dude. Like, y'all are absolutely done. I don't see any future where this team is going to be a real team to compete with the NFL in the next couple of years. Like, even if they start building and they get these new pieces and draft a quarterback and whatever, it's still going to take multiple years, I feel like, for the Panthers to actually do something, especially because they have to find a new coach. And so it's like, if you don't get the right coach either, then it's still not going to work. So like, and if you don't get the right quarterback, it's still not going to work. Like, this is going to be a very difficult process for the Panthers in this next couple of years. And I feel like, dude, you just got to trade these guys, bro. You're holding DJ Moore hostage. You're holding Brian Burns hostage. You're holding Derek Brown hostage, dude. You like JC Horn. Like, you have all these young star players that, like, I don't know, dude. Like, you're just holding them there, and they're just gonna be, their careers are gonna get wasted for the next couple years, completely fucking wasted. And especially DJ Moore is the one I feel the worst for because, dude, DJ Moore is criminally underrated. Criminally underrated. People don't understand how great DJ Moore is as a wide receiver, and it's because he's never had a quarterback, and he's always been on a dysfunctional ass team. Dysfunctional ass team that can't do shit with him, dude. And they have no clue how to use him. And then of course, even in this last game, dude, even in this last game, we saw PJ Walker throw that game-winning touchdown to DJ Moore in the end zone. And it's like, and DJ Moore is just blasting through double coverage, blasting through them, dude, and makes a beautiful diving catch in the end zone to win the game. It's like, dude, this team is a complete disaster, and DJ Moore is making them look less like a disaster. Like, because he's just so great. He's so great, and people don't realize it, bro. He's so great as a player. And it's like, dude, that guy could be a number one wide receiver on any other fucking team, dude. Like, he could be, okay, maybe not on like Miami or like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, or like Devontae Adams, and you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I wouldn't go that far, but like on most of these other teams in the NFL, he could be the number one starting wide receiver and be an instant impact, dude. Like, if he got traded to the Packers, I swear, if DJ Moore got traded to the Packers, like, the Packers season would fucking turn around in an instant, dude. It would completely fucking turn around, dude. The Packers would go from a fucking joke to like NFC championship. Like, dude, it would change overnight, dude. Like, and that, because DJ Moore is that fucking guy, but people don't realize it because of his situation. And it sucks, man. And he's being held hostage, and it's fucking criminal, dude. It's criminal, bro. Dude, I will start a fucking protest. I will start a fucking protest, dude. And I will get his ass out of fucking Carolina myself if I have to, dude. I'll do anything to get him the fuck out of there, bro. Like, man, that's frustrating. It's so frustrating, dude. All right, bro. So so here's the next thing I wanted to get into. Okay, I know you guys are gonna call me crazy. I know you guys are gonna say, like, I mean, like I, dude, I'm not saying that. Okay, okay, here, okay, we're gonna restart this because I'm just so flustered by the by this topic. So like, I'm the guy that always gives credit to Tyreek Hill when nobody does. Like I'm the one that's like Tyreek Hill is the most dangerous offensive weapon in the league, and I don't want to hear fucking shit about it because he's that guy to me. And people don't even put him in the top 5 wide receivers, but Tyreek Hill to me is the most dangerous offensive weapon in the NFL, no question about it. To me, but I will say though, the Chiefs offense actually looks better without him, which is I know it sounds fucking crazy, dude. I know it sounds weird because like it sounds redundant because it's like, dude, the best quarter like well, okay, arguably the best quarterback in the NFL, like Patrick Mahomes, paired up with Tyreek Hill, the best offensive weapon in the NFL. Of course, that was magic. Like that was magic for like 3 years. Like we saw how amazing that was, right? In the Super Bowl and like in the playoffs and everything. We saw it all. But it's really surprising to me how the Chiefs offense looks this year. This year it's very different, but in a good way, in a way that I like it. And like, cause I think this is actually instead of just Patrick Mahomes, cause like it was really just Patrick Mahomes being like, okay, I'm gonna force the ball to try Tyreek Hill, or I'm gonna force the ball to Travis Kelsey, and it's gonna be one of those two, and then maybe Hardman once, and maybe whoever once, and then that's it. Like that's gonna be the whole offense is just for me forcing the ball to these guys, and like it worked. It totally worked because all those guys are the highest level at their position. So like I get it, dude. But to me, I think Patrick Mahomes has been able to mature as a quarterback and grow as a quarterback in this offense this year without Tyreek Hill. He's been able to mature and grow way more than he ever could have if Tyreek Hill stayed in Kansas City. Um, and like because like he has so many different ways to attack the defense, and it forces Patrick Mahomes to break down a defense with his eyes and go through every progression and really learn how to completely surgically terrorize every defense in the NFL. And it's been working, dude. It's been working a whole lot, bro. That's I mean, damn, bro. Like I love what the Chiefs have been doing, man. And it really helps that the Kansas City Chiefs always make great decisions when it comes to personnel. I mean, they make great decisions in general because they're such a well-run franchise. But like personnel wise, like they revamped the fucking team in 1 year, and we've seen them been doing that every year. Like they had 1 year where the offensive line got really bad, and the next year they revamped the whole fucking line. They're like, yeah, okay, we're signing this big name free agent, this big name free agent. We're drafting a new center. Like we're fucking like they will attack the problem. And I love that they do that because a lot of franchises don't do it like them. They don't do it like the Chiefs, and they attack the problem personnel wise, and I love that. And when they lost Tyreek Hill in the trade, they attacked the problem. They got Juju Smith-Schuster from the Steelers. They got Marquise Valdes-Scantling from the Packers. They drafted Sky Moore before the season. He's contributed a lot. Hardman has been there for a couple years already because they drafted him, and he's super explosive. I've actually been really seeing Mecole Hardman this year specifically. The Chiefs are using him like Deebo Samuel gets used in the 49ers, dude. Like he's really been their Deebo Samuel in the Chiefs, bro. Like it's really impressive, dude. Like they use him as on jet sweeps. That they can line him up at running back. They can have him as a deep threat down the field, burning everybody because he runs a 4-3. Like they use him in the screen game. Like they use him everywhere, and like he's super versatile and so underrated. Like Hardman's been really, really productive this year. I love to see that. And even like the three running backs, bro. Like all three running backs for the Chiefs. I couldn't say that before about the Chiefs. The last couple years with the Chiefs, could not say that about them. I was like, I mean, like it. They were really good at running back when they had Kareem Hunt still there, but we all know what happened to that. Um, but I love their running backs now. I love what they have a three-headed dragon at running back because they have Clyde Edwards-Helaire that they drafted last year, I believe. I believe it was last year. He's been there for like a year now. He is a really solid running back. I'm not like the highest on him, but he is productive and he works with this offense. He's just small. He's just pretty small, but like it works though. And who I really love is Pacheco. Pacheco is also kind of weird that Pacheco has Tyreek Hill's number. Like I thought that was weird. It's like okay, like no respect at all, but whatever. I don't know how Chiefs fans feel about that. Let me know in the comments if you feel like, what the fuck, dude? Like that's kind of fucked up. But whatever. That's just me. But like Pacheco's been really cool. He's came out of nowhere. I was not expecting a lot from this guy. Every Chiefs game I watch, he doesn't get as much snaps, but when he does, he's super productive. And he's small and skinny, so he's fast and shifty, but he also runs with a lot of power and he runs up with a lot of authority, and I love that. Like like he actually can get tough yards even being a smaller guy, and like it's impressive, dude. I like what I see from him. Even McKinnon, the other running back, I mean, he's been great for them. Like on screenplays, he's been great. Like they get him in on certain packages, and where like you're just not expecting this other random running back to come in, and all of a sudden he's popping off, and he's catching balls on screens and running for 20 yards, and he's dicing up defenses, and it's like, dude, they have a three-headed monster at running back, and they have a plethora of wide receivers, super talented wide receivers all across the board, where Patrick Mahomes could depend on any of them to make catches for him. And they all have their strengths and weaknesses, but they have everything though. They have a little bit of everything, and not to mention Travis Kelce is still the best tight end in the NFL. It's just like, and the O line's great. I mean, the defense has been looking better and better. Chris Jones looks like an MVP candidate. Like I love what I see from the Chiefs, and I really do think this Chiefs offense this year has allowed Patrick Mahomes to be a way better quarterback and grow and learn way more than he ever could have. And it's actually more productive than when he had Tyreek Hill. But that's my thoughts on that. Okay, so here's the next topic I want to get into. So in my eyes, when I look at the NFC and I focus in on the NFC West specifically, I think every NFC West team can win this division. Like they all have a chance to win this division, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm sure people are going, "Oh, it's the Niners. It's the Niners," or "Oh, Seattle's insane," or like, dude, I get it, bro. Those like they do look really good. They do look really good. And I understand the Cardinals don't look as good, or the Rams are have been slipping this whole season. They've been like tripping on their own shoelace this whole season. I get it, bro. But I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna get into this, dude. So Seattle is 5-3. The Niners are 4-4. The Rams are 3-4, and the Cardinals are 3-5. So like they're all very close to each other. Of course, like Seattle has the best record right now, but that could change. That could change easily. The 49ers, everyone's talking about how amazing the 49ers are, and oh my god, the 49ers and Jimmy G and fucking Christian McCaffrey and whatever. Okay, like they look awesome. They look awesome, and they have an awesome defense and everything. Like they look like they have a team that could win a lot of games, but they're 4-4. Like they're 4-4 for a reason, bro. Like it's like they're not as perfect as everyone seems that everyone thinks that they are. Like in my eyes, they're really not that perfect, and they can like there's times where they do slip and trip on their own shoelace too. Like they also trip on their own shoelace sometimes. some of those times it's Jimmy G's fault. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be real. Like Jimmy G, he's played really good since he's gotten into the starting lineup again. But there's been some of these games that like I could put on him. I could put some of these losses on him. I could be like, Jimmy G, like maybe don't throw that interception at the end of the game. You know, like maybe like try to throw any other pass that's not just over the middle. You know, like maybe try to throw outside for once, or try to throw a pass that's not that's farther than 5 yards from this line of scrimmage. Like, how about try that? You know, like some of these losses are on Jimmy G, bro. Like I'm telling you, dude. Like he's getting by, but like it's not like amazing. It's not like amazing from him. Like I will say in this last game, he had a couple great throws, and I was like, okay, like he's doing good. But it was really Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey in this last game they played was really the whole offense was just focused around Christian McCaffrey, and like the only thing I saw Jimmy G do besides a couple great throws that he had, I'll give him credit for those, but like the only thing I saw Jimmy G do all fucking day in that game was just he would just hike the ball and look for like a second and then just Christian McCaffrey, oh here you go, I'm just gonna dump it off to you and then you can go get a bunch of yards. But like that's all he did the whole game. Is it hand it off to Christian McCaffrey? Oh, throw it 2 yards to Christian McCaffrey. Like hey Christian McCaffrey, you want to do my job too? You want to throw the ball downfield? Here you go. Throw the ball too. Like Jimmy G didn't even have to be there. Like Jimmy G did not have to even be in that game. Like all they needed was Christian McCaffrey. That was the whole offense. That was everything, dude. Like why the fuck is Jimmy G even there? It's so useless, bro. But like, and I do have to shout out Christian McCaffrey though for that game because as everybody saw, he had a rushing touchdown, he had a receiving touchdown, and he had a passing touchdown. Which is that's why I was saying like, why the fuck do you need Jimmy G when Christian McCaffrey is doing all of the work? Like he's even doing Jimmy G's job by throwing touchdowns, dude. Like oh my god, dude, it's fucking funny, man. But I mean, hey, that was really impressive though. Like that hasn't been done since like 2005, from what I heard. So it's like, I mean, that is crazy. That is really crazy. But like, yeah, he was that entire offense. But anyways, we're gonna move on from that. I just want to talk about the NFC West as a whole here because I told you guys about the records. All the records of all of them are really close. And these next 3 weeks are going to be extremely important for the NFC West. These next 3 weeks on the schedule, if you look at the schedule, for example, I'm gonna take the Cardinals schedule, because it really demonstrates what's going on here. So the Cardinals, the next game they play is Seattle in their own division, and then the Cardinals, the week after that they play the Rams. And then the week after that, they play the Niners. So you see where I'm going with this, right? Like the Cardinals are playing everybody in their own division. So even the Cardinals at 3-5 at the bottom of the division right now, if the Cardinals can just win 2 of the 3 games of these next 3 games against their own division, they can get 2 division wins, which are going to be huge. If the Cardinals want to compete and contend in the playoffs, those division wins are going to be huge. But if they could just win 2 out of the 3 next games against their own division, they could be fighting for the top spot of the NFC West, fighting for the top spot with Seattle, and even the Niners if they rip off a couple wins here. So it's like really any of these teams. That's what I'm trying to demonstrate. Any of these teams have a chance. Actually, I feel like the Rams, out of all 4 teams, the Rams have the least likely chance of actually winning this division, which is wild to say because they won the Super Bowl last year. But it's true though. Like they look worse. They even look worse than the Cardinals, and they have a slightly better record than them. But like the Cardinals have way more talent right now than the Rams. They really do. The Cardinals actually have more talent than them. It's just the Cardinals have to get their own head out of their ass and actually like grow some balls, dude. That's what they need to do. Grow some damn balls and start winning some of these fucking games because you have the talent there to win these games, but they're not. So I mean, they are dealing with injuries and the O line's really banged up and everything, but like, dude, they like there's I as a Cardinals fan, I've been watching these fucking games. They can win these games, dude. Like like they're beating themselves. Like it's crazy to watch. It's like, dude, they have like the other team is like trying to give them every chance to get back in this game to win, and then they choose not to. They choose like, oh no, I'll just throw a stupid interception actually. Or like, oh no, we'll actually just like waste all of our timeouts and then just have no time and just like, oh yeah, we'll just fuck it up. Like it's like that's like the Cardinals all season. It's like, oh yeah, like we'll look really cool for a while and then we'll just fuck it up right at the end and then just like, whatever. Like, or we'll never score. Dude, here's a stat for you, bro. If you want some fucking stats, the Cardinals this season, they haven't scored a fucking touchdown in the first quarter all season long, dude. In every game, they've even scored a single fucking touchdown in the first quarter, dude. Like that tells you all you need to know, bro. That gives you a little insight if you're not a Cardinals fan and you don't pay that much attention. That gives you a little insight, dude, on like how fucked off they are. Like it's just they're just so it frustrates me, bro. But that's what I'm saying though. The 3-5, if they win the next 2 out of 3 games against their own division, they could be fighting for the top spot. So there is hope. There is hope. But I mean, come back in 3 weeks and see what my opinion is on the fucking Cardinals then, because I'm sure it's not going to be great. Because like I can already see they're going to be letting me down. They're going to let me down, dude. I'm going to drink some water real quick. Oh, yeah. There we go, dude. Oh, love it. All right, man. Now we're going to get into the next topic. This one might be a little controversial, but like, hear me out, dude. Hear me out, bro. Don't just write me off right when I start saying this shit. Hear me out. I know it's going to be controversial. I know this is going to sound crazy, but are the Detroit Lions playoff underdogs? Are they? Are they? Because in my eyes, I think they are, dude. I think they fucking are. And I don't know if y'all realize it, but this team is not the same team. This is not the same old Lions. I know that everyone's like, you all are probably looking at me right now and being like, it's the same old fucking Lions. It's the same old story. Them just losing every fucking game and they're being a mediocre team and they're just the same old Lions, dude. And I know you guys are saying that, but I don't agree, dude. They aren't the same old Lions. Even at 1-6, even at fucking 1-6, they are not the same team, dude. Dan Campbell has changed his team. This offense is legit. The offense is super legit. Like they're one of the highest scoring offenses in the NFL with Jared Goff. Don't disrespect Jared Goff. I'll cut your throat, dude. It's like, I was like, okay, maybe I won't go. Maybe I won't go that far. That's a little far. Okay, but like, do not disrespect my guy, dude. If you disrespect Jared Goff, I'll untie your shoelaces and you something. I don't know, dude. Like, I'm trying to find a way that doesn't sound so violent. That doesn't sound so like, because I don't want to go down that road. But like, I mean, just you don't want to find out what's gonna happen, bro. You don't want to fucking know what's gonna happen if you disrespect fucking Jared Goff, because Jared Goff is my guy, bro. He is a legit quarterback. He is a starter. He is that fucking guy. He throws dots all over the fucking field. He is the leader that they need. He's a great leader for the Lions, dude. I love Jared Goff. But here's what I want to get into with the Lions. This is why I say that they're playoff underdogs. So if you look at the 6 losses from the Detroit Lions this year, 4 of those 6 losses were lost by 1 score. They're like, these games, they're barely losing. They're barely losing, and like they'll play good throughout most of the game, but then just something happens at the end, like a fumble happens at the end of the game, or weird interceptions happen in the game, or like or there's a dropped catch for touchdown, or there's always just something. There's always just some kind of bad luck that comes with the Detroit Lions because the Detroit Lions just have some kind of dark cloud that's always been over their franchise, and they're trying to shoo away this dark cloud. Like, get out of here, get the fuck out of here. But they just can't seem to get all of it out of there yet. Um, but I think they can though. I think they can turn it around, and here's why I say that. Um, this week, if you watch the game this week against Miami Dolphins, they had a great game. It was a great game against Miami Dolphins. That was really fun to watch, by the way. Fucking loved that game, right? And here's what I want to say, dude. The Detroit Lions had complete control of that game in the first half. So first, second quarter, all the way till halftime. Lions had all the momentum. They were like getting like special teams, like they were getting like fumbles from punts. They were getting like a fumble from catching, like a running back catching in the backfield. I think there was a fumble on that play that led them right to the goal line. Like there was all these crazy momentum stuff happening, like crazy random momentum happening. They were scoring touchdowns. They're kicking ass, running the ball. Swift was awesome. Jared Goff was dicing him up. It was all looking good, dude. Like the defense was playing hard. I was like, okay. Like Miami was struggling. Miami was legit struggling against the Detroit Lions defense that has been one of the worst in the NFL this season. But they were struggling, and the Detroit Lions had complete control. They had all the momentum. And then the second half of the game comes around, and they looked like a different team. Like the pressure started getting to them. Miami's explosive offense was ripping back into this game. Tua was just delivering dots on the field. They could not stop the halftime adjustments from Miami. That was crucial. That was like they had to do that. So they came back in the game. But at the end of the game, dude, the Lions are down 27-31. So, and the Lions have the ball on offense. They're trying to get their last score to win this game while time's running out, dude. Jared Goff rips a fucking dart to the end zone for the game-winning touchdown. It was a perfect pass, dude. Beautiful, perfect fucking pass right to the end zone, dude. And the receiver drops it, dude. Receiver drops it. I mean, like, and I will say, it wasn't the easiest catch. I understand, dude. It wasn't like right in the guy's breadbasket as he's running, and like it wasn't it wasn't completely perfect. But Jared Goff put it in a place where only his wide receiver could go get it, so then it wasn't going to get picked. That's why I say it was such a great pass, because but here's the thing though, the wide receiver, he made the adjustment, he got there, hands on the ball. It was all there. Like he got it. Like if my rule is if the ball touches your hands, that should be a catch. You should catch that ball if it touches your hands. You're a professional athlete in the NFL. You get paid millions of dollars to do this. If the ball touches your hands, that should be a catch. And if you drop it, that's on you, bro. Like that's on you. Like I don't want to hear anything about the ball placement or the difficulty of the catch or whatever, because if you made the adjustment to make that catch correctly, like how the Lions wide receiver did, and it touches your hands, that should be a catch, bro. Like that's what you're paid to do, right? And that was disappointing to me because that was the Lions' fucking chance to turn this shit around, dude. And I was like, damn, man, like it's just another game where they just barely lose at the end to their own mistakes. It's their own mistakes that lose them the game. And it sucks, bro. And Jared Goff put it right fucking there for him, dude. So it's like, and that really just sums up their whole season. It sums up their whole season of like, they just struggle, dude. They just struggle to finish off the game at the end, to just not beat themselves. And but like, here's the thing though. Speaking of Miami, because they played Miami in this last game. Speaking of Miami, let's take a look at Miami last season. Last season, they started the season 1-7. 1-7. And the Detroit Lions right now are at 1-6. They're pretty much at the exact same point as the Miami last year, but Miami was worse last year at this point. They're actually much worse at this point of the year last year than the Lions are now. But yeah, so Miami 1-7 last year, right? Then they go on a 7-game win streak. They won 7 games in a row, dude. Right after that, the momentum changed the whole season, dude. And they went off and ripped off a bunch of wins, and they almost made it into the playoffs, but they barely didn't make it. But like it was close though, and they had a hard division. They had a hard division to go up against, but it was close, dude. And that's what I'm saying about like I see that could absolutely happen with the Detroit Lions this year. That totally could happen, dude, because these games are so close. Like the games that they're losing, they're so close to winning. They're so close to winning. It's they're all by one score or one play or one dropped pass or one interception or whatever it is. There's always something. And if the Lions can just find a way to get over that adversity and really start racking up these wins, because here's the thing too, they have to play Chicago Bears twice and the Packers twice this season. They still have to play those guys, and those are division games for the Lions. And like realistically, I mean, especially even how the Packers look this season, the Lions could win like three. Like if they could win like 3 out of the 4 division wins from those teams alone, and then if they can just get some tough wins against Buffalo and the Jets, and like because I looked at their schedule, and like they have a couple rough teams like that, like Buffalo Jets. I think there was another one on there that I was looking at that was that could be a hard game for them, but like, dude, if they could do it, dude. The Lions really do have a chance. They just gotta be strong, and Dan Campbell's gonna fire those guys up. I know he will. So I'm curious to see, dude, and I want to know what you guys think. Also, let me know in the comments what you guys think about the Detroit Lions being a playoff underdog. Do you think that they can turn the season around, or do you think that this season's over for them, or do you just think that they're just gonna keep losing it and it's gonna be over, or they're playoff underdogs? Let me know, dude. Um, all right, so we're going through here, talk about all that. Yeah, okay, here's another thing I want to touch on too. So this is gonna be a very quick one, but it's something that I've always been wondering just watching this season. Um, so if you guys know, Taysom Hill. So Taysom Hill is a quarterback from New Orleans Saints, right? Taysom Hill, he's been there for like years now, right? Like he's been there ever since Drew Brees was still on the team, and Drew Brees when they're going, the Saints had all those years where they're going for the Super Bowl run. They're going for that Super Bowl run with Drew Brees. They want to get one last ring for Drew Brees before he retired, and of course they couldn't get there, but they kept making it deep in the playoffs every year, but they just would fall short. And usually it was like the Packers or fucking whoever, and ends up beating them out. But like it was close though. It was like those teams were really damn good. But Alexa, stop. Well, that's my alarm to let me know that I need to stop the podcast because I'm gonna be late to work soon. So I'm gonna get through this topic really quick, and then we're gonna end it, and then I'm gonna get to work because I'm gonna be late. So, but I put that alarm there so then just so I know, because sometimes I just get carried away with the podcast and I just keep going and going and going, and then I don't realize that like how long I went, and then it's like 30 minutes after I'm like super late to work. So it's like I definitely can't have that happening. But like so that's why that's there if you're wondering. But okay, so I'm gonna finish up this topic real quick. So with Taysom Hill with the Saints, I'm very curious because he's been there for years. He's been there since Drew Brees was there when they're going for the Super Bowl runs, and now Drew Brees is retired. He's been retired for a couple years now, and and like they tried to have Taysom. Taysom thought that he was going to be the next starting quarterback, Like he thought like, okay, I could be the guy. I could be the next starting quarterback. And like they tried it for a little bit. They tried it, but the Saints they made a trade for Jameis Winston. They brought Jameis Winston in. They've brought some other quarterbacks in. Like it's been a revolving door at quarterback in New Orleans for a couple years now. And they do seem to like Jameis, but they also seem to like Andy Dalton. I mean, it's all over the place. Like I don't know what's going on with them, but since Taysom Hill hasn't been able to secure the starting quarterback spot, we what the how the fans how the NFL fans know Taysom Hill is that he's like wide receiver, running back, tight end, fullback, like he's the guy that the Swiss Army knife, the guy that plays every position, and he's really good at that. He's like there's not much players quite like Taysom Hill that are as talented as a quarterback as him, but also can play all other positions on the offense. Like he plays every position. It's crazy. And a great blocker. He's a great blocker too. He has everything. He runs hard. He has great hands. He throws the ball really good. He has everything. And he's been this Swiss Army knife player for the Saints for years now. He's been there for a while. And I'm just very curious about like why does Taysom Hill stay in New Orleans? Why does he stay there? Because like Sean Payton's gone, Drew Brees is gone. He tried to have his starting spot at quarterback. He tried that, and the Saints didn't like it, and they kept bringing in other quarterbacks. And now he's a Swiss Army knife on the offense. But why does he stay in New Orleans? Why? What reason does he have to stay there? Like it's really fallen apart in New Orleans the last couple of years, and I feel like Taysom Hill can easily go to like any other team, like any like good franchise, and like really be super productive and actually help them like win a Super Bowl. Like if he went to Buffalo, it would be insane. If he went to even Green Bay, it would be nice. Or like, I mean, just any of these dude. I mean, also, think about this: Taysom Hill on the Ravens, bro. Think about that, bro. Like Taysom Hill on the Ravens would be deadly, deadly, deadly. Because you can keep interchanging him and Lamar. Like he can throw the ball. You can have him on jet sweeps. He can be a hard-nosed running back. He can be a reliable wide receiver for Lamar. Like he actually fits that offense really good. I actually feel like Ravens could be like the best spot for him. That would be awesome. But I mean, he can go to really any of these teams, dude. He can go to any of these great teams and help them go win a Super Bowl. And like, I feel like that makes more sense to me. That makes way more sense than him just staying in New Orleans. And because like he's older now. I mean, was he like 34 now? I mean, like he's getting older, and he's not going to be able to do that for much longer. So I feel like I don't know. You might as well try to go chase the Super Bowl or something. Like you go try to help another team. Have a new experience and go help another team try to win. I mean, I don't know. That's just kind of my thought on it, because like really he could demand a trade and get out of there. Like he totally could if he wanted to. But like I don't know. I maybe he just has like an attachment to the Saints organization. He just loves it there, or he just he loves the area. I don't know. I mean, it just seems weird to me, dude. Like he could go anywhere. Taysom Hill could go anywhere he wants, but like he chooses to stay with the Saints that are like a sinking ship. It's very weird to me, dude. I don't really get it, but like I would love to see Taysom Hill go somewhere else and go win a Super Bowl with somebody. And I think Ravens that seems like the best choice. That seems like a really great fit for what Taysom Hill does. And that offense would be awesome with him, bro. Like it would be so fun to watch. I would be watching, dude. I would watch every snap of those Ravens games, dude. That'd be insane. Him and Lamar in the same field. That's money, dude. That chef's kiss. But all right, I'm gonna cut it off there because I'm probably gonna be late for work. So, but I wanted to get this recorded. I wanted to do this podcast. I didn't want to like keep putting it off. I want to get it done. So I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna like put all the highlights out and everything. I'm gonna put it all on Wednesday. You're probably seeing this on Wednesday. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, like the video, subscribe, because hey, don't got a lot of subscribers, but I want to keep, I want to build it up though. I want to build up the channel, and I want to be like posting more consistently, and like like being on a weekly basis, maybe even a couple times a week if I can. Like I want to really crank it out and really get more content out too. Just because I've just been, I either just get busy or I get lazy or whatever happens. Like it's just there's always just something happening where I'm like but like I want to really like dedicate more time to this and like really build this up. So if you like the video, like it, subscribe to the channel because you're gonna see a lot more content from me coming up. And check out my TikTok too, footballins underscore the pod. Check out the TikTok. I'm gonna have some cool stuff on there. And yeah, hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day.